driving back from Louisiana, and it's always, it is always a short trip, but I love it. It's much needed. I slept a lot, which is not only rare, some of you guys know, but I took like a 3-hour nap, and on top of it, I went to bed at 11 and then like slept that entire time. So obviously I probably was very, very exhausted. So anyways, I am going to sing a song to you, and then gonna talk about some stuff that needs to be talked about and touched on according
There's
to
a
me.
speed trap ahead.
There's a speed trap. There's been cops everywhere. This like state, so many random things have happened. Okay, so I was like driving, whatever, and then I was going like, I don't know, 8 over the speed limit or something, and then the state trooper like whoop, came up to me, and I was like, and then he went past me, and thankfully he didn't. I mean, because like everyone's speeding around me, right? So I just was going with the flow of traffic, and then everybody's like slowing down, and I'm like, holy fuck, I don't want to like look back. And he's like, this bitch is slowing down, she knows I'm there, I'm just gonna pull over. Anyways, so Mr. State Trooper let me go. Well, then I'm like, holy shit, I have to go to the bathroom so bad, like I better stop before I pee my pants, like no joke, otherwise it's gonna be like my water broke, because I'm an old lady and I drink a lot of water, yada yada. Anyways, so I stop, pull off at this gas station, I'm like, lock my car, run in. Of course, I don't have my phone. I actually left my phone in the car because I was just gonna go pee, come out. So run in there, and I'm like, what's going on? Like, there's no lights on, like it smells brand new, but I'm like, it's open, like there's people here, I thought. And some guy's like, ma'am, and he kind of looks a little scary. I mean, he was super nice, and he did look scary, okay? I wasn't judging him, but he was missing a couple teeth, and being that it was in the middle of nowhere, like you couldn't even get on the freeway without going, a little bit off. Why I chose that place, I don't know, but I thought it's new, maybe, I don't know. Anyways, he's like, ma'am, our power went off, and I'm like, seriously? I was thinking, seriously? And I thought, okay, thank you. And then he's like, but if you want, you can use the restroom. And me, I'm like, okay, I just have to go. Don't have my phone for a flashlight, have nothing, right? Go in there, and I'm like, fuck, I'm already gone this far. I have to like go, right? Otherwise I'm gonna go in the car. So then I go to the bathroom, and I'm thinking, it is so fucking black in here. It is pitch black. And I wasn't freaking out. And it's really weird. What it took me back to was when I did my ruck, and Cadre Chupacabra made us be blindfolded, and that's what it made me think of. It made me think of just like, be calm and just be aware, of what's happening and your, surroundings, and I wasn't scared. So whatever, got in the car, all that stuff. So then I'm like, all right, then the road's closed, so I had to find another way. And anyways, I'm here, right? That's all that matters. So, let me see. A really good friend of mine, she was on this Facebook group, and, they were talking about dating or something like that. It's one of those subgroups, that you join. But they were talking about dating, people that they know or whatever. I don't know. It sounds weird, but it's like accessible. It's not. But anyways, so she messaged me, and she said, you would be so proud of me. And I'm like, really? What's going on? And she said, this girl in the group posted, because she went on a date with, I don't know, some guy, of course, and the girl posted in the group, and I guess in how it was written, and I'm sure hopefully it was just not translated, I don't know, but you know how everything can get miscommunicated from behind a screen. Well, in this case, I don't think that happened, but this is what went down. So the girl posted, went on a date last night with this guy, and he confessed or confided in me that he had thought about killing himself. And underneath that, her next sentence was, isn't there any normal guys out there anymore? And so my friend, a friend to me, I have lots of friends. Thankfully, I have a lot of great friends that I consider family. I mean, I am a really understanding, kind, I think, fun person. I try not to take things too serious. And even if I do need to, I still keep the light in all of it. I don't ever talk bad about anybody. If I do say anything, it's something that I know that I could say to them, to their face. Never ever talk bad about anybody. I will give you the fucking last dollar I have in my bank account. I'm just that person. Now, for me to get that in return, I don't know. I don't know what other people's definition of friendship is, but thankfully, the few that do treat me the way that I would treat anybody, I do get that, and they're great friends. And I stand by, if somebody does not defend you in your absence, then they are not a friend. And I strongly agree with that. And I always think about that. There are a lot of people that have said things about me, and truthful or not, they were hurtful and they were mean, but I know what they are, and why they couldn't come ask me, I don't know. But instead of picking and defending me, they choose to include themselves in that individual's conversation. And I don't do that. You're not my friend. I'm sorry. No, I mean, if you choose to hurt somebody on purpose, that's not a friend. I'm sorry. And it's not funny. I've been there. I've been bullied my entire life up until, I still get bullied, but you learn. You learn about people. So anyways, my friend jumped on there and she said, you need to choose your words a little better, because I don't think you meant it like that. And she said that there is literally only her and another girl on there that agreed with what was said. However, there was all these other girls, because obviously they're not women, smart women, that contributed to this girl's post. I am so grateful that my friend did that, because if not just for me and how passionate and serious I am about it and about other people and wanting people to live, because that's what I'm doing, is I'm encouraging people to talk so we can enjoy them that much longer. There isn't a lot of people that would do that, and I'm one that would. I want to meet you. I don't know you right now, but what if we become friends later on? Or what if we might like each other, we might be friends. I don't know. Maybe I just think maybe I just think that it's more important to make sure everybody is okay than to just, I don't know, a lot of people think it's better to ignore it. I don't know. Maybe I'm doing the wrong thing. Maybe I'm doing the wrong thing by trying to help. I don't know. But all I know is that it hurts. It hurts to hear people say those things, especially when they're at somebody else's expense. What if he chose her to reach out to, and that's how she responds, by making fun of him? Nobody I know has ever, before I started doing all this and before I started putting myself out there, and I've always talked about anxiety and depression and how I get depressed, but I've never ever had anybody come up to me and say, Irene, I want to kill myself. I'm sorry, but if somebody came up to me and said that, it would be more important than me worrying about if I'm going to go on a second date, or if we're going to go home and have sex, or if he's going to pay for my meal, or whatever. I'm sorry, my life would, and worries would stop at that moment, and I'd ask him, are you okay? Or do you want to talk about it? Or, I wouldn't make him feel uncomfortable. And when I heard this, oh my God, it made me so upset. I mean, she told me she got upset, and I know I'm smiling because I'm happy that she was able to do that. Like I said, she defended somebody in somebody's defense that she doesn't know. In his defense, she said, basically, stop, or choose your words. And choosing your words can change everything. Choosing your words is the difference between fuck my life, or fuck this moment, just this moment. It's not, your life isn't that bad where you're like, fuck it, I'm done. I'm just done right now. I'm just everything. No, it doesn't work that way. However, if you say, I'm going to kill myself, that's different. And the fact that you're saying it out loud instead of thinking it, that's even more important. I just don't get it. I don't get it. People can be so mean and so cruel and not know the impact it has on somebody, the effect of them, just her response, or the way she is putting him out there, or the way, because people are mean. People are really, really ugly and really mean. It's happened to me. And why? What do they get out of being so ugly and so mean? Nothing. There's nothing at all. People ask me all the time, if you could go and change one thing in your life, or change something, what would you change? And nothing. Today, I love the person I am, regardless of everything that happens. All the dumb, stupid things that I've done, I'll probably do them again, and hopefully better. I don't know, but do I regret anything? No. But if I could change one thing, there really is one thing that I can change. We were all outside the gym waiting to get on the bus to go to a softball game. This is so random. And I remember this is the first time that I really felt like, wow, I could have helped. But anyways, you know, I think I was a junior. No, actually like a sophomore or junior. And I know I wasn't a senior. But anyways, so we're all getting, you know, I'm icing my ankle, you know, because we're going to the game and whatever. Those who know me, they know my life is about softball. It is. I still love it. And I was a catcher. And I remember sitting there, and there was a coach, and he had all this stuff in his hands. And the kids that were on his team didn't care for him. And, you know, they would say all kinds of stuff about him. I never said anything about him, but, you know, I would just kind of walk away. And, I mean, you're young. I guess I don't know. And I was a crazy person. And what I mean crazy is, like, I would have walked up to you and, like, punched you in the face. I mean, I'll still do that now, but with, you know, some fine lines. But when I was younger, I would do that. I didn't give a shit. Like, don't talk shit to me. Don't talk shit about me. Like, come step up to me. But anyways, so everyone would say mean things about him. And he had all this stuff in his hands, and he's trying to get on the bus, and, you know, he's juggling all this stuff. And I remember he had this huge thing of cookies for his team. You know, these kids that talk shit about him, right? And so he had this thing of cookies. And then next thing I know is he's going to get on the bus, and he drops all the cookies. And to this day, 20 something years later, I wish I would have got up to help him. It may be stupid and it may be funny, and because there are a shit ton of bad things that have happened in my life. I cannot even tell you. I have a fucking book. I mean, in my mind, if I told you everything that has happened in my life, you would wonder how I'm still here today. But this one thing, to this day, I think about it almost every single day. Why didn't I get up to help him? Like, he was doing something good for everybody. And I watched it happen. I didn't laugh. I didn't say anything. I remember just watching it happen. I mean, everybody was laughing, you know, with the exception of a couple of us, but I don't know. I don't know why that hurts me so bad. But yeah, so if I can't change things, that would be it. But up until this moment, everybody that I've ever come in contact with too in my adult life that means so much to me today, listen. They listen, and I listen to them. So what does that mean? What does that mean? What does that say about us, about everybody, about social media, about who we are today, about how we're raising our kids, how we're acting with the people we work with? What is that saying altogether? That him reaching out to her on a date and saying, you know, I've thought about killing myself. It's a joke. Is that what it is now? Think about it. Just, if I was sitting in front of you for the first time, and we're having lunch, whatever, and I look at you and I say, you know what? I've thought about killing myself. How would you respond? how would you respond to me? Because I know I wouldn't go and post about you. I know that I would want to make sure that when I walked out of that building, that you were okay. But no, that man became a status, a joke, in a room full of women who thought it was okay. I know. What do you say to somebody